Allow me do my two-step.
Gonna be fine, guys. Thanks for tuning in. If you're watching this for the first time, we are live on YouTube and Facebook now. So join us over there again.
Okay.
Kyle, keep yours muted over there. You got to keep your computer muted.
Okay.
Everything will come through Instagram.
I've done this before, so I didn't know what it would do. So okay.
Yep. Cool, guys. Well, welcome to that. You're learning, or you're watching us learn how to do this. We are no longer doing Twitch streams. We have removed ourselves from Twitch, and we'll be doing Instagram instead. So I'm actually really excited about that. I think it's a good move for us, and we discussed that, and actually made quite a quick decision on that. We just made that decision this morning. So the conversation kind of started yesterday, and I think that's the best move for us is to go with Instagram. So multiple reasons. But so anyways, chat us up. I see a couple people on Instagram here. Fantasy Football Scoop, nice. Hey guys, and Dill Industries and Randall 0507. Hey, welcome to the show, guys. Okay, back over here on YouTube. Kyle, what are we talking about today, man?
All right, so we've been talking about it sort of for a while now. For Roll Tide, the Gauntlet, we were waiting on the men's NCAA tournament challenge to wrap up, so we would know our final draft order. It was the third and final event. We started the channel after the first two events, so we didn't get to cover those. But it was the Eliminator Challenge and the NCAA Bowl Pick'em were our first two events.
Eliminator Challenge is on ESPN, and it's throughout the entire NFL season. So essentially, you're picking a winner for each week throughout all the matchups, but you can only pick each team. So you pick one game each week, and then you can only pick each team one time throughout the entire season. So there's some strategy there that I'm not very good at, and
but it's a lot of fun.
It is fun. So it's just an added activity throughout the season, and it counts toward your draft position the next year. So
right. So we finished the men's tourney challenge, and I think I've got the results loaded up here.
Here we go. We'll pull them up on screen here. Again, for our YouTube viewers. So if you're here on Instagram, our link is in the bio, so you can click on that and join us over there.
Yeah. So we go up here, and of course Corey won.
Hey.
I was leading going into the final. He's the only one that picked Baylor. Which I'm not mad about. I'm glad Big 12 repped in the tournament and won. I didn't think anybody was going to beat Gonzaga, but here we are. So
I was on that.
Not only did he win the championship, but he also won the gauntlet, because not only did he win this tournament challenge, but it put him in first place in the gauntlet as well at the end. So he just rocked everything.
All I do is win.
If he hadn't traded that first round pick for Devontae Adams, he'd have a championship and the number one overall pick.
But I wouldn't have won the championship. I wouldn't have won the season championship there, the league championship, because Devontae Adams was a beast and really one of the only reasons I won that. So
he was a monster. He absolutely was a monster.
So I would have come in second place, and
see, Ray and Ben didn't participate for whatever reason. They didn't make it in.
Ben's in college. We're kind of used to that. He's busy with probably girls and beer. So I've been there, done that. I know what's going on with him. He'll be back shortly once he's adulting. He'll be wanting this.
Yeah, just like the rest of us.
Yeah.
So there's those results. I'm gonna flip over here to. This is the spreadsheet that I use as league manager to keep track of the gauntlet. So we have those three events. We used to do 5 until last year. COVID kind of threw us in a tizzy. We had to do 3. This year we decided just to stick with 3. So we used to do NFL and NBA playoffs as other gauntlet events. That's why you see those rows there. But basically, what you do is we go through, depending on how you place in these, and it's real handy because all three of these are handled by ESPN fantasy apps that we use. So it's real easy for me to go in and see how we finished ranked. And then I assign points based on a system. First place gets 10 points, second place gets 9, and so on and so forth. If you have two people tie, I add those two places together and average them out, and they get those points. So you go through the three events, and down below here is where you see the final draft order. And these are total points over here for the gauntlet. And our last place for the season is also our last draft pick.
A little bit of a difference there.
Poor Ben.
He likes it. He likes getting that back-to-back.
Yeah, he does.
In fact, I think Brandon was trying to get that back-to-back, and Ben just out-tanked him. I think is how that worked out.
Brandon tanks like the Thunder tanks. He tries and tries, and he just can't quite get it right.
Yep. That's a hard tank for sure.
But anyway, so here's our final draft order. And as you can see, I'm number 2. So I'll have 2, and then I'll have to wait forever for my second at the end of the second round. And then I don't have a 3 or a 4. I'm currently working on trying to acquire one of those, but it's not going well because Corey has more trade firepower than I do.
Yeah, I'm taking full advantage of that right now. I'm trying.
And I just don't have the capital to trade for draft picks that I've had in the past. So,
hey, I can't help but make an observation here of those top 4 draft order. All have something in common.
What's that?
We're the only league winners. Me, you, Donnie, and Austin. It's all the championship winners.
Holy crap. The top 4 draft picks are the club.
Yeah.
Which Corey's a new member to.
And still at the bottom of the totem pole there because I only have 1, but I'll take it.
Out of 10 years, we got 1 championship, 4, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
And they're going to hate me for this, but all these other clowns haven't won it yet. They'll probably all get their turn except for maybe Ben. We'll see. But
hey, even a blind squirrel finds a nut now and then. But they're just been unlucky. Nick's been really close now. Ray's been really close, like multiple times. I feel like it's crazy how close some of these guys have been and just can't quite get there. It's just so difficult, and
it's hard because it's competitive in this league.
Absolutely.
It takes, because last year I did what you did this year. I sold all my draft picks for players. I'm like, okay, I'm going to suck next year, but I'm going to win this year.
Yep.
And that's kind of what it takes to win in this league. It's that competitive. People want that trophy that bad.
Yo, absolutely. Oh yeah, I was willing to sell my future for it, no doubt. Hey, Kamikael. I hope that's how you say that. Welcome to the stream there. Yeah, I was willing to sell everything to win that championship, no doubt about it. I'm willing to sacrifice my 2021, no doubt about it. But also, me winning this draft order is very strange. I'm actually usually toward the bottom, toward that back-to-back. That's my typical spot. I don't do that really well. If you're just joining our stream here on Instagram, our link to our YouTube is in our bio, and if you go over there, you can actually see our screen that we're sharing on our computers, and kind of join in there and follow along if you want, if you're interested in that. So,
yeah, it's kind of funny though, because this still works out a little bit like college football, right? So you won the championship, but that also means you got the best team and the most firepower for trades. So, okay, you trade some of those off to people who need keepers to get draft picks, and then the rich get richer. It's just like college football, basically, where the best
really
teams
is.
Get the best recruits.
Yeah. Because, I've got all those players, and now some of those guys who, like Brandon and Jared, those guys, they have my picks right now, but hopefully I get some of those picks back because, well, now they don't have those keepers.
Yeah,
So
the best I can hope for is everybody's like, "Screw you, champ! I'm keeping my picks," but
yeah.
it doesn't always work out that way.
So another thing with this, and I think I mentioned in my video the other day, me getting that number one overall doesn't really help me with that, but it does help me with my first draft pick in this upcoming draft is in the third round, which that puts me at the very first pick of the third round, which is incredibly helpful. If I had finished late and not picked till, after fifth pick or something, oh my gosh, you want to talk about struggling. So,
You've been waiting for
um,
25 players to go off instead of 20 before you picked your first one,
and
and
that
that could
sounds like
be
it's not a big
with a
deal, but
drop off. I mean, that's the
it's
difference
yeah,
between
it's a huge difference. It's a huge difference that few picks. Sometimes moving up 5 picks in the draft. I mean, it could be make or break. It's a big deal because once you hit that wall of
totally.
players, you hit that wall of players fast, and it's a quick drop off.
It is.
It really is.
You usually see one around like 6 or 7, and then another one right around 20-ish. That's kind of where your tiers tend to fall.
Mm-hmm. Totally agree. Totally agree. So, and sometimes a draft, the NFL draft, the real one, can make a fantasy draft, much deeper if players land in the right place.
Kind of like
Some
everybody thought would happen with Clyde Edwards-Helaire last year, and then Jonathan Taylor, which it didn't until the end of the year, Cam Akers, some of those guys that Gibson, all of those
Yep.
guys that everybody was high on that didn't really do much until the end of the season, but
Yep.
turns out they all had a right to be, excited.
Yeah, so it's hard to say until that NFL draft happens, um, and then I mean you had this free agency stuff. So now we have to go back once we figure out who everyone is keeping for sure.
Yep.
Then we'll kind of have a better idea on how deep that draft is, and that'll change my strategy on keepers and stuff too, and what I'm trading for, how high up in the draft I'm trying to get. But it'll also mess with people who I'm trying to trade with because they'll look at that and go, man, if I trade back 5 places, I may not get a good enough player, so it may not be worth that for them. Hey, Mr. Ant Nice, welcome to the stream here. Like we've been telling everyone, if you want to see the screen share, then head on over to our YouTube channel, which is the link is in our bio here on Instagram. So, yeah, it's hard now. The strategy really begins. There's been a slight amount of chatter about trades through the off season. And when I mean slight, I mean slight. But
Very
once we
slow.
set this the other day, you texted out this draft order, and chat began immediately. So I think everyone's kind of chomping at the bit to get started with this. I mean, we've had free agency, the draft is coming up. I think everyone's really starting to get back into this football mode again, and it's pretty exciting. I even see on Instagram here channels, these pages, they're getting really active now, leading up to the draft and with free agency and stuff. I mean, it's exciting to be back in it all, and I'm ready to get the draft done and over with, the NFL draft, so that, oh man, then we can really kick it into gear. That's when everything really kicks in. So that'll be good. Looks like maybe we may have lost Kyle there. He is frozen on his end. Not a big deal, guys. We are done talking about this. Yeah, like, follow, share, all that good stuff. And then we will talk to you later. Bye, guys. How do I end this thing on here? I don't even know. Kyle, we're heading out of here, man. You froze up.
Did you or did you lose me?
Nah, I lost you. I told everyone we're ending this sucker. We're done talking, right? Or do you have anything else?
No, I didn't have anything else.
All right, cool. I lost you on YouTube, so it doesn't matter. We'll talk to you later, man. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Ending over there, and we'll end it here.